know, a recent survey revealed 52% of young adults in the U.S. live with mom and dad, the highest figure since the Great Depression. Now, one of my guests today says she moved back in with her parents temporarily. Sounds straightforward enough, right? Not so much. She temporarily moved back in with her parents 15 years ago and has been accused by her family of not helping with chores, stealing cash from her mother's purse, pawning jewelry worth over $10,000, not paying rent, not working, making a mess, and spending all day in her bedroom drinking alcohol and smoking while watching TV. So how old do you think she is? Her name is Denise, and she is 68 years old. Yeah, you heard right, 68. According to her sister Terri and her niece Alexis, Denise is a jobless alcoholic who's been mooching off of her 86 and 87-year-old parents for far too long.
My Aunt Denise is 100% a mooch.
My sister Denise is an alcoholic, a thief, and a liar. Things started to go downhill when Denise moved in with our parents. My sister stole my mom's jewelry and pawned it. It was $10,000 to buy back.
Me living in the same house, I hold and hide my private possessions away from her.
My parents are in their 80s. They don't need to be worrying about their daughter stealing from them. We had to install cameras in my parents' house. We caught Denise at 4 a.m. taking my mom's purse. We even had her on video bringing strangers into the house. My sister Denise drinks crazy amounts of alcohol. One time she was drunk and she had a TV fall on her. This behavior sounds like I'm describing a young woman, but my sister's 68 years old.
My Aunt Denise is a complete hoarder. Denise's room is an absolute pigsty. You can barely see the floor. She has tissues covering her bed.
She had moldy cheese and yogurt and all kinds of food in her bed.
There are to-go containers stacked all around her room. There were dead maggots.
I'm a judge and I see people like Denise in the court system all the time. Our parents would love to move to assisted living, but they can't because they don't know what to do with Denise.
Don't put it down on me because I'm doing just fine.
But do you understand that you have a problem? My Aunt Denise's behavior has completely broken our family.
My sister is drinking herself to an early grave.
I'm afraid that this is our last hope.
Well, Alexis, Terri, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
You just heard Denise say, I'm doing just fine.
That's typical.
I'm doing just fine. So she thinks, I mean, she's not working. She's got a place to stay, 3 hots in the cot. She's doing okay, right?
She doesn't realize that she has a problem.
Why are y'all allowing this?
Well,
why is anybody? Why are your parents? Why are you guys? We got the tail wagging the dog here. This is like being lost in the forest.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, who's the most confused, disoriented, least capable person here? And Denise raised her hand and said, okay, we'll follow you.
Well, and
that's exactly what you're doing.
I understand.
A joke,
We have wanted her
honestly.
out the whole 15 years, but my mother just can't kick her out until she has treatment, but she won't go to treatment, so we're in this circle.
Alexis, you say she'll hide in her room for days.
Yes, to the point to where I'm like, hopefully she's still alive. Has anyone heard from her? She does not come down, make any efforts to make herself present. She comes downstairs about 4 o'clock in the morning. She'll come down and get her, her food, take it up, doesn't take it back down. That's one of the boundaries that we set in our house: no food, no alcohol upstairs.
Well, your boundaries are a joke. I mean, we're looking at her room.
I know.
What y'all have said since you got out here is everybody knows that what she's doing is not okay. Everybody knows that what she's doing is not in her best interest. It's not in your parents' best interest. And nobody is willing to do anything about it. So why are we here?
I want to know if there's anything we haven't tried, and I also...
You haven't tried anything. You come up with things. You drew up an eviction notice. Nothing happened. She's been told, here are the rules. She laughs at that. You do a behavioral contract. She laughs at that.
You're right.
She steals. She lies. She drinks. She violates all the house rules. Nothing happens. Terri told my staff that her sister Denise watches my show late at night, and the only reason she agreed to be here today is because she loves me. Well, I'm flattered, I think. Hey, did you like that video? Well, click subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications. You won't want to miss what I have coming up.